Hey everyone! Last year I gave myself a goal to try and finish a sketchbook before the year ended, and I finished it. I showed a couple of people along the way the images that I was doing, but I didn't want to post it onto social media before I finished it. It's already March and I have yet to debut this sketchbook, so I'm gonna do that now. And this one's a mid-tone paper, which I got the idea for this sketchbook from Will Terrell. If you haven't ever seen any of his work, it's amazing. And I will leave a link for that in the description below, but I will stop rambling on and go ahead and get into this sketchbook. Okay, so for the first one, I really didn't know what to draw, and my boyfriend Brian, he was kind of my muse at the beginning of last year, and you'll see a lot of drawings of us in here, but the first page I decided to draw for him, and I don't really want to go into the story behind this picture. It kind of just says it all, really. But yeah, here's that. The markers that I was using was Prismacolor, and they bled through on the page because the paper's kind of thin. So I usually just used one page for all of my drawings. And that kind of made it go by a little bit faster. But yeah, so I did some sketches and I colored this one. Was testing out my color schemes to see how that would work out. You'll also see a lot of drawings of, I was trying to depict myself as a little girl, and me being a giant Batman fan, I decided to incorporate that into tiny little baby me. So there's Elsie of Gotham. Or more like, it looks like she's gonna have a lisp, so Elsie of Gotham. Anyways, a lot of people thought, because right here, you can't really see it, you kind of can. In the paper, there's like tiny little blue and yellow lines. I guess it's recycled paper. But in this drawing, like right where her cheek is like this tiny little red line. It just so happened to line up perfectly with her face that it looks like she's eating one of these fireflies. And that's not the case. I promise she's not eating it. But she does have one on her nose. I thought that would be cute. And again, I was trying to practice my like the depth of color and everything. Practicing colors for a dog. Oops, I bumped my tripod. My bee. Practicing colors again here. I don't really like this picture. I drew it and I didn't really want to pull it out because I was thinking, you know what? Whatever I did, I did. So, you know, you have to draw a bad drawing to get out the good ones, and this was one of those bad ones. Oh god, it was so bad. I tried to draw me like in the car, but not like all of it, and then texting. Of course, I do not text and drive, but I was doing it. You know, my breast is too big, and then I was trying to make him in the dark, and it looks weird. His arm looks so weird. Anyways, it was cute. The concept was cute. It just didn't come out on paper the way that I wanted it to, but you know, that happens. You know, whatever. Some more sketches. Usually out of the sketches that I do like this on the drawings, I'll take a couple and they'll actually come out to be an actual drawing of what I wanted it to be. Some technical difficulties. My tripod fell over when I was trying to move. Like I was saying, some of these, like this one turned out into a drawing, and this one turned out into a drawing, but I ended up tearing it out to give to somebody because they really wanted it. Anyways, I have this one. There's another one of me and my boyfriend Brian. He was going through this phase where he just randomly bites. He goes through these weird phases. Now it's slappies. But he was doing the one where he bites. And oh god, it hurts so bad. So here's me drawing the pain of me being bitten. Why me? Why? Here's one of those ones from back here that got drawn. Pretty much self-explanatory. Shit, she's falling. A lot of people were saying that this looks like, crap, what's her name? Anyway, she's a character on League of Legends. To be honest, I wasn't really going for that when I was drawing this. I was really just drawing her, and when I ended up coloring her hair, it came out, I colored it blue without really thinking about it, and that's what made her look like the character from League of Legends. But I promise you, that's not what I was going for. All that ink. This is another drawing that I drew that I really didn't like. I was practicing different concepts and stuff, different types of fashion. You see the hairband of roses and stuff. This was a co-worker. I drew her because she really, really wanted me to, but then she ended up hating this drawing because I was like, I included like her, she's not chunky, her curviness, and she didn't like that. She wanted me to draw her like skinny. Here's another one. I was taking a phrase that someone says and actually make it literal. Here's my zodiac sign. I feel bad for people who look at this who have like that cringe type of deal because they see the tit and they're like, oh my god, it's a baby. Whatever. Here's a sketch that I sketched it, but I was like, oh, you know, I'm not going to finish it because it just started not becoming what I wanted it to be. And I had the idea in my head, I put it on paper, but like as I was drawing it, I was like, I'm not going to be able to finish this because it's not really coming out the way that I want it to. Here's another drawing. I was practicing like cartoon ways of drawing, and this was just like a quick sketch. That's why it looks so bad. The coloring looks so bad. Here's another one. I actually drew, this was like the second draft of this, and I ended up like, I drew this and I liked the way that it came out, but her arm looked weird and her fingers right here didn't do what I was wanting them to, so I redrew it and it ended up coming out like this, which I like better. Her face looks a lot better than this face. Doesn't look as jank. Here is me and Brian again. We are sleeping. He's always like pushed up against the wall, not because I push him there, but because he decides to go there himself, and then me just sprawled out. This is how we sleep. Mermaid concept. Everyone draws them always so pretty and everything, but I decided to draw them what they for real were meant to do, which was killing people. So there's mermaids here and here. They're killing people, and you see one close up. She's dragging him down. She's gonna eat him. This one was a bad idea. Not the drawing, but the concept of a bad idea, because we all have those days where we're like, you know what, I'm gonna pop this pimple. And then like you're in the process of doing it and you're just thinking, God, this is such a bad idea. This is gonna be so bad. And when you finish, it's like all red and stuff. You're like, I knew it. I knew that was gonna be a bad idea. I shouldn't have made this yellow. It like blends together. Whatever. This is again a concept that I was doing, but this is the first draft. It's not colored all the way because I didn't like it. In the middle though, she has like these Batman symbols. I thought that was cool because this is when I just got the Batman Arkham Knight game, which, like I said, Batman nerd. This is me. So Batman got me like, I'm like super close to that's what I was trying to like grab in this concept, that I was like super close to the TV, but it didn't play out the way that I wanted it, so I had to like change the point of view, and I drew it this way. So I like this one a lot better, especially because this part right here, the PS4, the light thingy, that's my favorite part. And like this whole piece, this is my favorite part, the tiny little part. Whatever. First draft of a concept, and I liked this stance and stuff, but I didn't like where I had placed him. And at this point, I was like, well, I can't like shift this whole freaking sketch over to put him there. I've already drawn him. So I just redid it. And I ended up liking this one a lot better than the first one anyways. This is when we went to Hamicon and we cosplayed. So he cosplayed as, I know it looks like he has period blood, but he doesn't. His pants are stained. So he plays the blonde guy from, oh my goodness. I think it's Durarara, maybe? Yeah. And then I was, Umbreon? Forgive me if I said the wrong Eevee evolution, okay? Whatever. Here's some more sketches. This was a sketch of a girl that I was working with. Her name's Heather. Here's another concept of tiny little Megan. She said, cheer up, honey. The Wonder Woman sucks. I've always hated Wonder Woman. Like, I really do despise Wonder Woman. And I guess the new 52 Wonder Woman's kind of okay, but old Wonder Woman, I keep shaking my tripod. I'm so sorry. This was supposed to be Totoro. A sketch of artist block. And then behold, I draw Sailor Moon, which, by the way, I'm in love with. Here's some more concept ideas. It's supposed to be Batman, but I never got around to finishing it. I always feel so bad when I see a drawing that I never finished. And I know it's mainly because I'm not comfortable with drawing men yet. Like good-looking men. So that's the reason why this came out weird. Or not finished, rather. It's weird. My bad. This was a gentleman who came into the place where I was working at. My favorite part about this was his nose and his jacket. I feel like and his chin. I feel like I did so well on this, because this is one of my favorite drawings in this whole entire book. For the main simple fact that I was stepping out of my comfort zone and I was trying a new technique. There's another person that I work with. This is a person that was coming into my gym. He is an Alabama fan. Alabama, everything. I mean, he even showed me a picture of his house, and it was all Alabama themed. Okay, so there's someone, the place that I used to work at, there was someone that came into my gym, and let's just go ahead and be nice. She smelled horrible, and it's like every time she walked somewhere, her cloud of stink would just like stay there until like someone else walked into it. I happened to be one of those people, and so I died. I was bored. I didn't have my markers, so I used highlighters. This is highlighters in like a big pen. This is Venom, if Venom had like tried and taken over a female rather than a male. Drawing a dancer, never finished it. This is one of my banner girls. I love my banner girls. She was the first one, and I did this with the idea that I was just going to draw her. But as like the book goes on, I decided that I was going to continue doing these banners. Thus, banner girls being born. And I'll show you more of that after this one. This was a feminist thing, so we're just going to go ahead and skip over that. I like this one a lot, but it looks very feminine, and this one is Space Dandy. Yeah. Okay, so here's another banner girl. So we're gonna just kind of flip back to first banner girl, second banner girl. Boom, boom. Practicing my colors. I really love this color. Her hair was orange to begin with, but due to some critiques who said that they didn't like the orange hair, I ended up coloring it darker, so it's like more like a reddish color. Hippie Life. Here's one of my other banner girls. She's not wearing a bra, but you can't see her nipples under this. So, lace top in her armpit hair. I love her. She's one of my favorite girls that I've drawn so far. Her hair is just so pretty. Fingers crossed, another banner girl. Green hair. I'm into like giving them tattoos. I love giving them tattoos. They look so cool to me. She's one of my favorite banner girls. I will post her everywhere if I could. I feel like I'm starting to get better with hands at this point, which is a milestone for me. And eyes and eyebrows. I love eyebrows. She was going to be a banner girl, but though I didn't like the way that this part was turning out. But she was going to be gamer girl. This one is be careful with who you turn your back on, and she's being stabbed. Yeah, I didn't want to put blood here because this is whiteout, and drawing on this is hard enough. Like, after you can see that it didn't blend so well here. It's like, line of blue, line of purple, line of blue, line of purple. It didn't blend as much as I wanted it to here. But, I mean, she still turned out pretty good. I like her hand, and she's cute. Hair, practicing with hair. Movement, practicing more movement with hair. This was supposed to be Harley Quinn, holding a picture of the Joker, and this was after he died. This is Jane. Okay, so she asked me to redraw her, and because I felt so bad that she didn't like the first one, I drew her again. I don't like this one because I ended up drawing it for the client's taste so that she would like it more, but personally I don't like it because this doesn't capture her curves that she has. It does capture her attitude and her long awesome orange hair, but not the rest of it. And yeah, just bad memories with this picture. So whatever. Another picture that I didn't finish because I thought about it and I put all the dark-haired princesses up here. So I felt like I should have moved them around, and because I didn't start that, and obviously after inking it I couldn't fix it, I just did this part. So me and Ariel are BFFs, but everyone else can just go suck it. This is Darwin. He is one of the coaches at the gym that I worked at. This is the only big girl finish, like big girl, that I finished. I'm big and beautiful. Practicing with another technique where I don't outline the hair. I just leave it like this, and instead of using a dark color for lining, I did a lighter brownish color, and I colored it with like this reddish color, so it looks redder now. But I love the hair in here. Happy holidays for me. Me just being bored and having a thing for kigurumis. I have 2 of them. This was supposed to be R2-D2 and BB-8. Practicing more hair. Princess Leia, when she was in the slave costume. I love the hair. I feel like I'm getting better with that in this one. This one was for Christmas. Excuse me, I hiccuped. Trying to do that whole thing where I don't outline in black again, so I just sticked with blue and white. There's a little deer, and little hands, and little trees, and yeah, the cheek, Mother Nature is and me. Love the hair. someone had shown me a picture that they did, and I redid it, but I never finished it because I didn't want to, like, they didn't know that I was doing it. I felt so bad that their drawing looked so bad, so I was going to redo it, but I didn't. And as for the last page, I decided to put me a self-portrait in cartoon style that I was trying to do throughout the whole year, saying thank you to everyone. This is also another favorite of mine in this whole entire freaking book. And it says on the very back page, special thanks to everyone who inspired me and kept me going when I thought I couldn't do it. Here's to another year and another sketchbook. This is the first finished sketchbook that I've ever done. Like, literally ever. I've had tons of other sketchbooks, and because I kept getting big ones, I felt overwhelmed at finishing them, so I just never did. So, word of advice, you can start small. And I have a slightly bigger one this year, and it is, ba-bum, like a slight bigger difference. So I'm trying not to, like, feel overwhelmed. It was a Christmas gift, and feel it anyways. So, anyways, that is my sketchbook. On my Facebook page, I put all of the actual finished drawings. I scanned all of the actual finished ones, and they will be posted in their own little bitty album on my Facebook page, as well as all the other drawings that I do. And I am going to try and make regular videos of the other stuff that I do. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Comments below. And then, yeah, see you next time. Bye.